China and Nigeria are completely two different worlds. From food to social habits, some things just shocked me when I arrived in China. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you 7 surprising, shocking cultural differences between these two great countries. I'm Omar, founder of Omar Travels, where I get to help students and individuals achieve their dreams of studying and traveling abroad. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some shocking cultural differences between China and Nigeria, things that completely caught me off guard when I moved to China. Some of them were actually funny, some were frustrating, and some completely changed the way I see life. So stay with me to the end because I'm also going to be sharing with you a free guide on content creation and also going to guide you in case you want to achieve your goal to study and travel abroad. Oma Travels is here for you. So let's get started.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning.
Number 1, the way people greet each other. In Nigeria, greetings are a big deal. To be honest, if you're Nigerian, you know this. If you work into a room, you're expected to greet everyone individually, especially elders. I mean, in Yoruba like this, you need to just bend down to greet. If you're a guy, you prostrate. If you're a woman, you kneel down. If you're not the kind of person that can greet properly, people will just think that you're rude. I remember my mom, she used to tell me, greet people. If you greet people well, they think that you're nice, which is so funny because if you're horrible and you know how to greet, people will just like you. But in China, greetings are much simpler. Most people just nod or say a quick hi, hello, ni hao, ishifalama. So they greet different. It's kind of quiet, polite, and the energy is just warm. So greeting in Nigeria is like, hey, they take it to heart. But in China, they don't take greetings to heart. The second thing that was really shocking to me was actually the food and also the eating culture. The food differences between Nigeria and China shocked me. I mean, in Nigeria, we obviously eat spicy food and heavy meals like jollof rice. We eat swallow with different kinds of soup, pounded yam. And the way we eat with our hand. Do you understand that you can eat with family, friends? But in China, the food culture is kind of different. Rice is literally everywhere. But it's not like jollof rice. Instead, maybe you just eat like plain rice with a kind of dish, maybe with soup or something like that. And then the first time that I saw people eating noodles, I was like confused because in Nigeria, we eat things like yam, egg, all those things. But here, they eat a lot of noodles. So, it's just so funny to me because I was so shocked and I had to start learning how to eat this kind of food. I tried it. I tried to eat a lot of Chinese food. Some was actually good, but some I just couldn't eat it. And that difference was just that chopstick, using chopstick, spoon, and fork. I just feel like up to now, as Nigerian, I'm still learning because most times we use spoon, we use fork, we use our hand. But here in China, you need to learn how to use your chopsticks. You need to know how to eat with the chopsticks. Even recently, I went to eat with this family and I couldn't even still eat well properly with my chopstick. And then the third shocking difference is just this social interaction. In Nigeria, we are naturally just outgoing. We are very, very loud. We laugh. We are free. Do you understand? But here, I realize that in China, they are more really, really, quiet, as in they are not really loud. To be honest, they are not the kind of people that need to be touching, shaking. They just keep a distance. And I think it's really cool. I feel like that's one of the reasons I love China, the way they are very reserved. Though in Nigeria, I also like how we are, to be honest. I like how friendly we are, but we never really mind our business in Nigeria. People stay a lot in China. That's another thing that you just get used to. If you're in China, you're black. In China, people just be looking at you. Sometimes people just carry their phone and start videoing you. Some people like to take pictures with you, which is really, really shocking. At first, I was like, this is weird. People wanting to take pictures with me. But somehow you just get used to it. It's like just like a normal thing. The fourth thing that was actually shocking to me was just how you need to respect the respect for elders. I mean, respect for elders is very, very important in Nigeria, in China, but it's shown differently. In Nigeria, we show respect verbally, physically, maybe like the way you greet, if you are greeting, you say ma, you say sir, something like that. But in China, respect is not about all those things, especially like in workplace or with your family. For example, the younger ones, they call the adults by their first name. Like they do not use like auntie this, uncle this. That's not how it is. In Nigeria, if you just call somebody, I cannot even call my mom her name. I've never called my mom her name. Do you understand? But here, that is not a bad thing. At work, you need to like follow some strict rules and you don't just like challenge your boss publicly. This is another thing. I think everywhere you need to know how to relate with your boss, but to be honest, I don't know, like in China, the way they respect their bosses, it's like your boss is like your oga, you understand? So it's like so interesting, these cultures. And also the way people handle money. The money culture in China and Nigeria is very, very different. In Nigeria, cash is like so important. Even though we have like mobile banking and every other thing, but many people still prefer to hold money, to hold physical cash. While in China, like most people, most times we don't even hold cash, we hardly hold money. We mostly use like apps like WeChat, Alipay. We use this to actually pay for anything. I don't even go to the bank, to be honest, except I'm trying to go open a new account in a new place. So the first time that I came to China, I was given cash. They gave me cash. My school gave me cash. But after that, it was just my phone. It was just my app that I was using to make payments. Unlike in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you use cash. Here, for transportation, shopping, anywhere you go, whether it's market, anywhere you go, and you want to make any payments, you use app to make your payments. You use WeChat, you use your Alipay to make your payments. Another shock for me was just like the work and the lifestyle here. The work culture in China is kind of intense. I mean, to be honest, I know I hear it a lot online. Have you heard of people working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.? It happens in China. Though I haven't like done it before, but I have worked and I saw how hard, I mean, they make us work. Sometimes I feel like as a person, if you get a job in China, you're probably doing like 10 person's job. It's so difficult. In Nigeria, we also work hard, to be honest, but I mean, it's not like that stressful. Do you understand? It's not really that stressful. And the truth is that I've worked in a bank and we celebrate a lot of things. You still have time to do birthday, do all that things. But here, you don't have free time, or you don't have free time. You don't have free time to do a lot of work. As in, they even used to be happy if during that weekend you even say that you want to work extra. There's something that they call extra work. And if you're gonna do that, they even like, so abroad you work hard to make money to pay your bills. Both Nigeria and China love festivals, but the celebrations are very, very different. In Nigeria, we have Christmas, we have New Year, we have a lot of celebrations, but I mean, it's just filled with family, maybe gatherings, food. Sometimes I will remember during the Christmas, I'll cook and then I have to go and share food to the neighbors. But in China, there's a big, big difference. They like to do a lot of decorations instead of wild parties. It's more like a family reunion in China. They like to share a lot of red envelope, that is the handbao. And that's one thing that was shocking to me. Like, just the way like China like to celebrate the fireworks on the street. Though in Nigeria too, we have all these things too. We have like banga. Do you understand? A lot of masquerades and everything. But to be honest, the celebration with China and Nigeria is different. Living in China has opened my eyes to so many cultural differences. Some of them are shocking, some of them are funny, and some of them have actually taught me so many things that's actually opened my mind. And if you're planning to travel, my advice is to embrace the differences, and they are what makes the experience exciting. They are what makes the experience beautiful. So let me know in the comments which cultural difference surprises you the most. Don't forget to download my free content creation guide down below. Check description for this, and also check out all my travels if you are planning to study or travel abroad. Thank you for watching this video. Please do to like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.